Our sleepy president doesn't love our diverse rat population. It's sad, very, very sad. I hope he doesn't get bit by a diseased rat and die. That would be so tragic, right? I would never hope for that to happen, but it could happen, couldn't it? Very sad to not respect our hardworking rat community.
Trump hopes I get bit by a diseased rat. Well, I hope his private jet malfunctions and he ends up stranded in the African jungle to finally be with his own kind, his orange orangutan brothers. Maybe they'll teach the man some manners and how to eat properly. Goodness gracious, folks, I need a nap.
Sleepy Uncle Joe wants me to be stranded in the jungle with a bunch of apes. Maybe I should. I'm sure the gorillas will recognize Trump as a real leader with stamina, something the current president severely lacks. Gorillas respect a strong leader, not like Sleepy Joe. He wouldn't survive 5 minutes.
Trump says I wouldn't survive 5 minutes in the jungle, that I lack stamina. Well, guess what, Jack? I have more stamina in my left hand than you do in either of your tiny hands or your whole obese body. Talk about the jungle. I confronted Corn Pop and a whole racial jungle in my hometown of Delaware.
And I'd like to respond to Crazy Joe, speaking from his White House Elderly Care Center. I think he forgot to take his dementia pills today. B talks about confronting Corn Pop. Well, guess what? Corn Pop voted for Trump because he knows that I've done more for the African-American community than anyone. And
Mr. Dennis the Menace, Orange Popsicle, says he's done more for the African-American community than anyone. You make me laugh. You've got more racism in your tiny finger bone than anyone could smell a mile away. You're a walking dog whistle, calling the whole dog park when you open your bigoted mouth.
Little Biden must have missed his nap time because he was talking more nonsense this morning. He called me a racist bigot. Very sad that he would say something like that about Trump. The African Americans love me. The Latinos love me. Frankly, the radical Muslims love me. O.J. Simpson loves me. Bigly.
Extra crispy, deep-fried Cheeto man says that minorities love him. Show me one minority who loves Trump. There's not one. They want a president who cares. Also, Trump said radical Muslims love him. Then why did every member of ISIS vote for me in November? The numbers prove it. Trump hates facts.
Wrinkled old Joe was mumbling yesterday about Trump hating facts. Excuse me, I'm a very, very big fan of the facts, frankly, and I'm actually an incredibly factual person. In fact, some would say more factual than anyone ever. Joe gets his facts from his dreams because he's always sleeping, not Trump.
Give me a break. The orange man spewed more lies today. The most factual person ever. He says, you're going to give me a double aneurysm and a triple heart attack with all your stupid lies. You say I'm always sleeping. Well, yes, I get my sleep. Maybe if Trump got some sleep, he wouldn't be so brain dead.
I got to respond to Dopey Joe calling me brain dead. Guess what, Slowpoke Joe? I do get my sleep. I sleep for 45 minutes on Mondays and Wednesdays before my Fox News binges and Truth Social posting. Trump is very quick and sharp and smart. Unlike Dumbo Joe, he couldn't solve a jigsaw puzzle with help.
Hey, moron, I don't do jigsaw baby puzzles. Is that supposed to be an insult? You know, you've insulted your own intelligence by steeping to the point of even mentioning such a ridiculous nonsense statement. I've never done a jigsaw puzzle in my life. I prefer paint by numbers. He hates rainbows.
Stupid Joe was saying, I hate rainbows. Rainbows are my favorite, actually. He's trying to suggest I hate the gays. Actually, Trump loves the gays, okay? We know this, but Dumb Joe is too busy eating various ice creams and falling downstairs to know, frankly, anything. I can run circles around him.
There's nothing wrong with a man enjoying his ice cream. Rocky Road and chocolate chip are some of the prime pleasures of life. Trump Pansy wouldn't know happiness if it hit him across his orange doughy face. Run circles around me. I could run circles around this entire arena in 10 minutes flat.
No, you couldn't, Joe. You couldn't run 2 feet. You'd lose balance and fall down like you do every time you try to move your wobbly old legs. You get lost and forget where you are, and I'd be a mile ahead of you with a big smile on my face. Trump is very smart and very healthy. Go home, little Joe.
So, Trump makes me laugh. He thinks his fat ass is healthier and faster than me. Put the money where your mouth is, Jack. Meet me on Fifth Avenue at sunset, and we'll see who the real tough guy is. He won't, though, because he's not a real man. He's spoiled rich child, spending daddy's money in a big man suit.
That was a very not nice thing that Sleepy Joe said about Trump the other day. He can't hurt my feelings, though, folks, because his half a brain cell couldn't come up with a single word of truth to use against me. I'm very, very rich and very, very, frankly, big and adult. Also, brave, by the way. Okay?
All right, I've heard enough of Trump's malarkey. French fry breath couldn't hold a candle to my record and accomplishments, not to mention physical prowess. And look who's riding high in the White House, me, not you. So sit down, boy. What a day. I need some chunky chocolate ice cream and a long nap.